Yo, what's going on,
Guys,
guys? My name is Chandler, the Geek Slays. Welcome back to Sports at Sunup.
hi
Sasquatch
guys.
is here. Um,
I'm so small.
with the slow hi, guys. What do you mean you're so small?
My
You're
thing
like
is
7'9".
my thing my
Fucking
my
calm
can the
down.
camera is so small on my end.
Double click your picture.
I did.
It should bring us
Oh,
up side by side.
I had to double click your picture.
Oh, sure. Now we're side by side and you're fine.
Yeah, now we're side by
Now,
side.
now you're happy. Now you're
Yep.
big chilling. We got some big news today. I think we saved the big news for the end. Fucking dumbass. So I guess we'll start. Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez are making moves to buy the Mets. Is it weird that Alex Rodriguez wants to buy the Mets? Is this like just a play to keep them shitty so that the Yankees can always win New York? Like,
The number one picks for the Mets, Timmy G from St. Louis Middle School.
right?
First 12-year-old drafted in the MLB draft. I don't know. I don't watch baseball a whole lot. I can't lie.
Well, no baseball right now, but I
I
haven't
know.
paid that
I
much
mean, what?
attention to it really for a couple years, but like, apparently Mets fans are excited about this, and I'm very confused. Like, I don't know. This just seems like some weird shit. Like, look at what happened when Derek Jeter bought the Marlins.
Hmm.
Where did all the good players from the Marlins go?
Yeah.
To the Yankees. Do the Mets want to see Syndergaard, DeGrom, and who was the guy? Who was the rookie last year that hit a bunch of home runs? They're all going to the Yankees.
Yeah.
If Rodriguez buys you, there's precedent set now. So like,
I think they're more excited about the name than what could actually happen, to be honest.
you know, if
More
J Lo
so
and A Rod are gonna buy the Mets, let's go all in. I want A Rod to make a circle of busts of his face in the rotunda. I want J Lo performing every seventh inning stretch. I want a personal shipments of roids to each player on the roster, and rename Citi Field the J Rod Stadium. Like, it's big news, but it doesn't
It's not.
affect anything. Like,
Sports is so dead.
dude, sports is real dead.
I hate
Let's,
this shit. I hate
right,
COVID.
dude? Yeah,
COVID
fuck
can go
COVID.
away.
Fuck you, COVID. You can suck a chode.
It's taken away so much content.
Taking away our content. We had this great idea for a sports show, and
And
then
then this
COVID.
happened.
Literally, like within the same week that we decided we were gonna
Yep.
do this, COVID's like, no, fuck sports. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
we did the first episode and it
Mm.
went good, and then no more.
So, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is the NFL did like a mock draft with all the teams they called in, they made picks. There was apparently a bunch of technical difficulties. And like the Bengals couldn't even get the number one pick off. So this is going to be the greatest NFL draft I've ever seen.
What happens if?
Got
Yeah, I
right
made
over
myself
there.
go brighter. What happens if something goes wrong and one of these technical issues happens and the wrong person is drafted?
Yeah, this is how the Bengals end up drafting a
What?
punter number one overall.
Yeah.
Like I mean, actually, that would make sense. It's the Bengals. If they actually made a correct pick and took, like, Chase Young. I'm sorry, Andy Dalton's a good quarterback. Build around him. Don't replace him.
That's
There's no guarantee Joe Burrow is going to be Andy Dalton good. And then you're fucked.
I still don't
that's
think
the
Joe Burrow's
argument.
going one.
Well, I know, but that's the argument with Dak. Like, that's the same argument I use for Dak Prescott. Cowboys have to pay him because he's not Patrick Mahomes. The next guy you draft is less likely to even be as good as Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Than he is to, like, you have to, when you get a guy who is good enough to make a run, you just have to build around him. You have to keep him. I think, unless you want to go completely wild, but some teams do that and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's fine to draft a guy behind Andy Dalton and try to build him up, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers style,
That's another reason I don't think Joe Burrow is going number 1, because I think they still got a lot of faith in Dalton, but at the same time, I feel like
Dalton's getting traded to the Patriots.
They're looking for a guy that could come in and could be a starter, but is definitely a starter, but is a backup for now just in case something happens to Dalton.
Right.
They're not going to go. I don't see them going for a guy like Burrow, who is a great quarterback. But if you go and you get Burrow, you have to start him right away. That's what everyone's going to expect. And if you don't, it's going to be hell on you guys for not doing it from the fans. Granted, I know the fans matter, but the fans don't matter. But
I think any team right
how
now
much
that takes a
how much hell you're going to get if you draft Joe Burrow, regardless if he's the best quarterback in this draft or not. If you draft Joe Burrow and he's not starting week 1, unless something knock on wood, injury happens.
Right.
How much hell you're going to get is unbelievable.
So the 3 teams that need a quarterback, the Dolphins, the Bengals, and the Chargers, all have a reliable starter already. They're not like Ryan Fitzpatrick, Tyrod Taylor, and Andy Dalton probably aren't going to be your franchise cornerstone.
Yeah.
But any of those teams that draft a quarterback, I don't think those quarterbacks are starting day 1.
I still have Herbert from Oregon going number 1. I see the Bengals getting him. Tua is going to Miami.
I think Tua's the best quarterback in this draft. I don't think there's an argument there.
Tua, without the injury that happens, is going number 1.
Oh, guaranteed.
I'll say
maybe
that.
Not. After the injury,
after the injury, I don't think Tua is going to be the Tua that we've seen the past couple of years at Bama. I just don't. That was a major thing, and
I think Tua's biggest problem, honestly, is he thinks he's more elusive than he is.
Yeah,
and that's why he has all these injuries. Like, yeah, you can run around, but you're not Patty Mahomes. You're not Deshaun Watson, Russell.
I'll put this into perspective. I think, and this is coming from someone who is a huge not fan. I think Tua thought he was like Kyler Murray.
Right.
Kyler Murray. You aren't tackling. If he starts running, the chances of you tackling him are slim to none.
It's just like Lamar Jackson. Like, if Lamar Jackson is running at you, the chances of you making a solo tackle are less than 20%. So he's going by you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's
it's not Tua's fault what happened. He had no business staying in the game when he did. That was Saban trying to get cocky and trying to get another score on. But no, without the injury, Tua is for sure the best quarterback in this draft.
And I think he still will be, but that's because we've never seen anybody come back from this particular hip injury. Sure. But,
especially a quarterback.
In 2012, we'd never seen anybody come back from an ACL injury in 6 months either.
Yeah.
But Adrian Peterson did it. I'm not saying Tua's Adrian Peterson, but I'm saying rehab is so much better. Medical science is so much better that it is possible that he could come back and be perfectly fine.
For sure. But yeah, I see Herbert going to Bengals, Tua to Miami, and then I see Burrow landing in LA with the Chargers.
I think really the Bengals are going to go Burrow just because Burrow's an Ohio guy. And you can't pass on an Ohio guy at once.
Either way, if Burrow goes to the Bengals, Justin Herbert's going to the Chargers. or vice versa. That's how that's happening.
I
Because I mean, realistically, those are the only teams I can think of right now that really need that quarterback position, other than the Patriots. But Patriots aren't going to go quarterback because they have
they
no
might.
business going for it right now.
They actually might.
But who would they? What? But I mean, to me,
Like, there's
it just
rumors of
doesn't.
the
It doesn't
Patriots
make.
trading up to get Tua or Burrow or Herbert. But I think if I'm the Patriots, you got to try for Cam Newton and Andy Dalton. I think you have to try.
I still think I still think if they got to try for Cam for sure.
I think
But then
Andy
again,
Dalton under a Belichick system would do pretty well.
yeah, and then again, like Belichick obviously would never, even if they do it, he's never gonna do it. He's never gonna say it. Nobody would. I still wholeheartedly believe after them bringing back Brian Hoyer for like the 37th fucking time in 2 years, like, I wholeheartedly believe. And now they granted Gronk's been retired since he's been 2 years now,
I think just one.
just one. I think Patriots are tanking so they can go get Trevor Lawrence the next year. That's how I see it. Because I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, to me, just place. I think Belichick likes that pocket passer, and
Right.
and he isn't Brady, but he
He
definitely
could
with the
be.
way he
Skills wise, he
plays,
might be better.
he reminds me of Brady.
There's a thing though. Skills wise, like arm talent,
Mhm.
speed, might be better. But there's something Brady's better at than everybody else, and that's just
Being Brady.
breaking down film, knowing
Oh
every
yeah.
single thing the defense is gonna do.
Mhm.
Not just like what the play design looks like, but he knows like when this guy runs this route, this specific safety, because I've
Mhm.
watched it on film so much, is gonna do this exact thing. So if I
Mhm.
throw it here, whatever, 20-yard gain, touchdown, whatever, something good's happening. Brady
Yeah.
is too smart. And I don't think any quarterback's gonna match that, at least not soon.
Yeah, no.
But we do have the actual biggest piece of news. Rob Gronkowski has been traded to the Buccaneers. I mean,
He said
makes sense.
he said he would come back. He's not opposed to it, but it's going to be with Brady. And
Bruce
the way
Arians is gonna have fun with this fucking offense.
The way
dude.
they're looking, Tampa Bay just might do it. They ain't done it since 03, but they just might do it.
Dude, I'm not gonna bet against them. That's for fucking sure.
Oh no. All I know is that I'm not looking forward to playing the Bucs this year.
I don't know if the Vikings have to till
I think
playoff time.
Dallas always has them on the schedule, and I think they actually have them in Dallas this year. If that's the case, if the season happens, I gotta go to that game. I'm figuring a way to go to that game, even if I'm at the very
Ooh,
top.
Dallas gets Minnesota this year again.
Do they?
Only in Minnesota.
Ah,
That's a big L for Decky Deck. Sorry.
never say never, dude. You never know.
Well,
Never
last
know.
year, Cowboys fans told me there was no shot Minnesota could waltz into Jerry's world and beat them. And what'd we do?
Last year, I didn't expect us to win more than 6 games.
Shouldn't expect to win more than 6 games this year either.
Can't say that. I think with a healthier Amari, hopefully back to
Dak's
normal
not gonna
Zeke.
be fucking playing. You bet who's gonna be your starting quarterback? Who's that retard on your bench?
Maybe we'll just go and I don't know. Maybe we'll draft maybe we'll get Joe Burrow.
Maybe you'll trade up and take Tua?
Please.
That would be the shock of the. What? You don't want Tua?
I just don't. I don't think he fits. I don't think he would fit well in that system. But then again, I don't know. I mean, it's Mike McCarthy.
Right.
I mean, that dude made Aaron Rodgers.
No. Aaron Rodgers made Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know, dude.
Don't give it. Mike McCarthy didn't make the playoffs for 3 years in a fucking row.
Mike
Rodgers gets a
McCarthy
different
is an
OC
air
in.
raid coach. Mike McCarthy is the only reason Aaron Rodgers was able to do what he did because that's all he would fucking call was a pass play.
So why was Aaron Rodgers good last year?
What did the Packers do?
They made it to the fucking NFC Championship game. What are you talking about?
I mean, but did they win?
Okay, if we look at it like that, then Tony Romo is the worst quarterback to ever live. Like, you cannot look at, well, did they win the championship? No, obviously he is. He never won anything. He never won a playoff game. He's worthless.
Dallas made it to the NFC Championship, 3 years ago now? Something like that?
Sure.
I don't know.
So Dak's also worthless. He didn't win it.
I know.
Bitch.
I've been saying that for the last 5 episodes.
Fucking Dan Marino was worse than Trent Dilfer.
I didn't say Aaron Rodgers was. I didn't say Aaron Rodgers was bad, but I mean, I think if you don't have Mike McCarthy there calling all the pass plays that he did, I mean, for every one run play he called, there was like 12 pass plays behind it.
Is that for the same reason you're thinking, or is it because their fucking running back sucked? I hate the Packers, but
you leave Eddie Hamburger Lacy fucking out of this. First off,
no, he's garbage. He's also eating the garbage over there. I don't know what's going on.
Where is he at now? By the way, isn't he with the Bills?
I don't know, somewhere with diabetes.
Is he still around?
No, there's no way that the 400-pound running back is still around.
No, I'm looking it up.
The man couldn't figure out how to put down the cheeseburgers.
Eddie Lacy. No, he's a free agent.
Shocker.
He's a big boy, too.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
With
I forgot it.
I'm sorry. Mike McCarthy didn't make shit. Because then why did the Packers suck when Aaron Rodgers wasn't on the field? Huh? The coach is still there, same system. Why can't Deshaun Kaiser run it? Oh, yeah, because Aaron Rodgers is the most talented person we've ever seen run quarterback. Ever. Pure talent-wise, he's the best.
Have you seen Brian Hoyer? That man's a legend.
Oh, sure. Oh, shit. I thought you were going to make an argument for Elway or Marino. I was like, okay, this could be a fun argument. And then he says Brian fucking Hoyer. Sure.
All right. I'm just looking through really quick, seeing if there's really anything else to talk about.
Gronk, there's the fact that Julian Edelman's the only Patriot left on the Patriots roster.
Anything happened in the last 10 minutes?
Dude, nothing's happened in a month. What are you talking about?
You never know, dude. The Tour de France was postponed until August 29th.
Tennessee Titans have signed Ty Smith.
Oh.
He's a cornerback.
That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot.
Yeah, there's nothing happening.
I don't think
we were recording to talk about Gronk in the draft, and that's we got it covered. So.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be it for this time.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see anything else for at least a couple weeks.
We'll have more Thursday because the draft. There's going to be stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Duh.
The draft. Okay? How? Here's my. I actually have one more thing I want to say about that. If this shit just totally fails in the first day, because it's a 3-day thing.
4 days, isn't it?
No, it's 3.
Okay.
Because they do 1 and 2 the first day.
No, they do 1 the first day. Round 1 is its own day.
Is round 1 its own day?
Yeah.
I can't remember anymore. Then it's 2, 3, and 4. It's 2, 3, and 4 the second day, then 5, 6, and 7 the third day. If this shit just totally fails the first day, are they just gonna say fuck it the second and third day and just be like, y'all aren't gonna watch it? We're just gonna call these guys and you'll hear about it. No, but that's
the problem. They will have no reason to cancel it because the only reason you'd cancel it is if nobody was watching. But I think everyone in the world's gonna want to watch it to see how it fucks up. The ratings for this NFL draft are going to be through the goddamn roof.
Hi, dude.
Well, especially because everyone is craving actual sports content. Like, they need something other than just two guys talking about, like, you know, Ty Smith, this guy you never heard about, signed to the Titans, so that's cool. Oh,
Yeah.
Also, quick house cleaning thing. Apparently, the Odell Beckham trade rumors to everywhere were all bullshit, according to their president or whatever. Don't know if that's true. I think they're actually shopping Odell. They just don't want Odell to know it. But because if Odell thinks you're gonna trade him and you don't, he's not gonna trust you, and he's gonna become a whiny little bitch fit thrower. Which, fair. I mean, if the team wants to get rid of you, they better, and they admit that they want to get rid of you, they better get rid of you.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's gonna be it.
I think that's it.
Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Bye, guys.